Swamp Thing TV show is, in my opinion, one of the best DC Universe TV show ever created. By now, we all know that the TV show is getting cancelled after the first season. But let's find out the origins and the first appearance of Swamp Thing into the comic books. Hey, what's up, nerdy? And this is Abhishek Nakate, and I welcome you to the Dub Comics channel, where we dub comic book issues that have been inspiring Hollywood filmmakers and TV producers to create superhero movies and our TV shows based on our beloved superhero characters and our storyline. In today's video, we'll watch the Alec Holland version of Swamp Thing into the comic books. Although the first Swamp Thing, Alex Olsen, first appeared in July 1971 of House of Secrets number 92, we got the Alec Holland version of Swamp Thing immediately next year in November 1972 of Swamp Thing number 1. So without further explanation, let's start with our today's video.
DC Comics presents first startling issue of Swamp Thing. Beginning, a new kind of graphic excitement, the saga of the Swamp Thing. The darkness cries, a long, mournful wail that rips through the gnarled cypress branches like a breath of Hades' wind, skipping over the placid surface of the stagnant mire below. This is Bayou Country, a swampy, desolate marshland forsaken by civilized man, and now inhabited by far less demanding creatures. Screaming herons stretch their slick wings toward the angry heavens. Mortal bullfrogs sing their croaking night song in eager anticipation. Great reptiles loll uncaringly beneath the cloud-cloaked moon. And this night, this rainy, windswept night, impatient humanity intrudes itself into this primitive region once more. Humanity and something far less than human. The misshapen monstrosity presses deeper into the shadows surrounding the single wooden structure that rises from the bog, and his puzzled mind fairly crackles with thought. Dark Genesis, new DC Comics concept, written by Len Wein, illustrated by Bernie Wrightson, edited by Joe Orlando.
They will return. Those who killed me, they will return, and I will be waiting.
Silently, the creature lurches forward into a driving wind and a rain filled with memories.
That house, that smoking shell of a house, stands there taunting me, laughing, as if it were responsible for all that has happened to you.
Color the first day a bright blue, crisp, shining, full of promise and open-eyed dreams.
Well, Dr. Holland, there it is. Only a refurbished barn. But we didn't have much notice of your coming.
We understand, Lieutenant Cable. Washington wants to keep our presence here top secret. Seems we have priority 1 merchandise.
Alec, please. You make us sound like something at a shopper's sale.
Maybe you are, Mrs. Holland. The work you two are doing in biorestorative research is invaluable to the government. That's why we are stashing you here, in this suburb of nowhere, to keep you out of the hands of other prospective shoppers. Oh, by the way, if you hear traffic, don't let it spook you. There will be a patrol car in the area constantly. Wouldn't want to lose their merchandise.
Alec, let's go inside.
Leaving new door hinges fine open as the husband-wife research team enters the resurrected stable, their voices echoing hollow among the rafters. Thought of everything, didn't they? We have got enough equipment here for a dozen Dr. Frankensteins. Seems almost a shame we are not building a monster.
Silly, I only hope they remember to stock a refrigerator. Because, right now, this little scientist is starving.
Evening, a few days later, and the project is well underway. Well, sweetheart, what do you think? Are we ready to try it?
Theoretically, yes, but I wouldn't want you to quote me. I'd hate to be proven wrong.
But if we are right, larger quantities of our chemical will be used to create gardens out of sweltering deserts. And that is definitely worth the effort. Well, can I quote you now? The compound work better than... Uh-oh, old Matt Cable at the door. You better let him in, Linda.
Dr. Holland? My name is Ferret. My associates and I would like to have a word with you if we could, in private.
Hold on, friend. There's supposed to be a car patrolling this area. Just how did you and your cronies get past?
Please, Dr. Holland. We have more important things to discuss. We three represent a private organization interested in purchasing your biorestorative formula. So interested, in fact, that we have been authorized to offer you a blank check for the exclusive right. And if I were you, Dr. Holland, I had accept our offer.
But you're not me, friend, and your formula isn't for sale.
Bruno, convince the gentleman.
You'd better save the convincing, Ferret, cause we got company. There's another car coming up the road.
Hate to cut our little chat short, Doctor, but we really have to run. Why don't you think about accepting a generous offer? You will save us all a lot of trouble if you do. We'll be seeing you, Dr. Holland, soon.
The sound of one car motor dies away to be replaced by the roar of another. Then... Cable, it's about time you got here.
Sorry I'm late, but the patrolman thought he saw an unregistered car in the area. We were checking it out.
Well, you should have checked here first. 3 very unfriendly people were just here, attempting to buy our formula.
What? And you let them get away? You should have notified the patrol guard immediately.
Afraid we were a trifle busy at the time, Lieutenant.
Yeah? Well, let me tell you something. That conversation we had about you two being merchandise was no joke. You are commodities, Doctor. You and your wife. To be bought, sold or traded by whoever can manage to own you. When you're finished here, Doctor, the country that controls your formula will be able to control the world. Think about that. Think how many people would do anything to hold your secret in their hands. And think how many people would rather see you dead than to let their enemies have your formula. Remember that, Doctor. They would rather see you dead. Next time you open that door, you would better know who is behind it.
Don't you think Lieutenant Cable was being overly melodramatic, Alec?
I'm not sure, Linda. Those 3 goons didn't threaten us for practice. There's... Hey, do you hear what I hear?
Someone is moving around outside. But it can't be Matt Cable. He drove away 10 minutes ago. Alec, what are you doing?
Just taking precautions, Linda. You remember what Cable said. There's something outside that door, and I'm going to find out what it is.
There's our killer, Alec. An old hound dog.
Well, it might just as well be a murderer. That blasted thing almost scared me to death.
Alec, how can you say that? Can we keep him?
Are you kidding? We are off limits to everybody. I mean, look at the mud. It's dirty and flea-bitten and don't look at me with those soulful eyes. The answer is no. I mean it, Linda. We are not keeping that. Oh, what's the use? You know, for a woman scientist, you sure fight dirty. You can have the shaggy mud. And I ought to have my head examined.
No, Dr. Holland. You ought to have the dog's head examined. Then perhaps you would find the tiny radio transmitter we planted there. Perhaps, but I doubt it. Louisiana Blue to Mr. E. Reporting as instructed. The Hollands have taken in their dog as expected, enabling us to monitor their lab at all times. Everything proceeding on schedule. Splendid, Agent Blue. You have done well. As soon as the good doctors complete their experimentation, you know what must be done. Send Ferret around to see them again with a repeat of our offer. If we can get the formula without any difficulty, all well and good, but if not, the Conclave has many enterprises that would be jeopardized by outside use of that compound. Thus, if we can't have it, nobody will. The Hollands and their formula must be destroyed.
But when Ferret and his cohorts attempt to renew the offer...
But Dr. Holland, we came to you in good faith.
My wife and I will sleep a lot better, knowing you 3 are behind bars.
Sorry we can't accommodate you, Doc. Bruno, take him.
He will not bother us, Ferret. Swear. Then we can plant our little surprise package and get the heck away from this dump.
Agreed. I want to be miles from here when a gracious gift blows.
For a time, darkness reigns, and when Dr. Alec Holland crawls out of the Shadowland at last, feels like they drop a mountain on my head. They have... Hey, seems my playmates have decided to skip out. I wonder why they... Oh my dear God. That thing is... Got to try to defuse it before... Imagine pain, so intense it defies description, as countless unclassified chemicals seep deep into throbbing, fume enveloped flesh. Oh my God! Oh my dear God! Imagine what such terrible suffering can do to the fragile mind, as it drives the stricken body forward, loving desperately with the cool night air in hopes of some small comfort. Imagine relief as the smoldering man-shape reaches the soothing waters of the ever-present bog, then disappears soundlessly beneath its bubbling surface. A bitter wind whistles past the handful of saddened forms who stand together before a freshly filled grave.
Poor Alec, if only I had been there. Maybe...
It wouldn't have helped, Mrs. Holland. I mean Linda. The bomb destroyed every trace of your husband. If you had been there, it would have finished you too. Come on, let's head back to the lab.
Look at this place. Spotlessly clean. You can hardly tell a man died here a few days ago. A good man. My man. My poor dedicated Alec.
They put it back together as quickly as they could, Linda. Didn't want to lose any time on the project.
Of course, the project. That goes on regardless. Doesn't it, Keva? Nobody cares about the people that live or die here. Only the miserable project.
Afraid so, Linda. But with Alec gone, you're the only one left who can handle it. Now we'd better get out of the rain. Funny, when I was a kid, it used to rain like this. Dark, chilling. As if the sky were alive and living felt pain. It feels that way again tonight. And lady, I don't like it.
Rain. Some say it cleanses the all too impure earth. Others proclaim it the sorrow of the gods, regretting the tragedy their golden hands have brought. The tragedy that has long been known as man. But those who dwell in this timeless land care not for idle opinion. They are contented to bask in the steaming torrent until something sudden disturbs their repose. Something that claws its way out of the grasping mire and into the light once more. Something that pulls itself upright on unsteady legs, searching its cloudy mind for a fragment of memory. Then pauses, stirring its gnarled, misshapen hands, examining the clusters of root, the crumbling chunks of moss, and in that frightening, mind-shattering second, knows what it has become. A muck-encrusted, shambling mockery of life, a twisted caricature of humanity that can only be called Swamp Thing. But Travesty thought it may be. The creature breathes and thinks.
Must be logical. Must gather my thoughts. Explosion should have killed me. It didn't. Why? Why? The formula. Biorestorative. On the table when it blew. I said it could make forest out of deserts. And it did. It did. Chemical mingle with my flesh. Reactive with swamp ooze. Turn me into what? The lab still stands and lights are on. Linda will be there. She'll know what to do. She'll help me.
The monstrosity lumbers closer to the barn, close enough to see.
That reflection in the glass. Can't be. Can't be.
Strange. Would have sworn I heard something out there. Probably just the wind in the cypress trees. But I'd better watch it. I'm letting those childhood nightmares get to me. Next thing you know, I will be seeing boogeymen and bug-eyed monsters.
Can't let Linda see me. Not the way I am. Better to stay in the shadows and keep watch on the house. They will be back. The ones who thought they killed me. Ferret and the others will be back. And I'll be waiting.
Wait, Wait! You silly dog! Come back here!
Save your breath, Linda. It can't hear you. Got a flea in its ear, I guess. I will go fetch it. But I want you to bolt the door behind me while I'm gone. You stupid mutt! Where are you? Come back here before you kill yourself. There are bogs in this area. They listen to me. Trying to rationalize with a dog. I'm going, huh? Unless that pooch has started wearing size 12 work shoes. There is somebody prowling around the lab. And if I figure to earn my salary, I'd better find out who it is.
But as the security officer returns to the lab,
Sorry, mister, but Bruno has his orders.
That noise! Outside! Cable, is that you? Did you find the dog?
Afraid a friend isn't gonna be finding anything for a while, little lady. But that's okay, because right now, you and I have things to discuss. Alone.
Alone. Is there a more terrible word? All this waiting. Alone. No one to talk to. If I can talk, that is. I wonder if there's something out there. In the bog. Linda's dog. Sinking in the mire. Hold on, little one. I'll get you out. Wouldn't want Linda to lose you too. She'd... No. Linda. My Linda. If they have hurt you, the lab. Got to get back to the lab. Maybe it's not too late. Linda! It's my fault. If only I hadn't gone for the dog. If I hadn't turned away. Stop!
Ferret, what is that thing?
Stop!
Don't ask me, Bruno. Just run it down.
I said, stop! Them again. Ferret and his friend. The ones who killed me and my Linda.
That monster's not human. Not human!
Not human. No, I'm not. And you are the ones who made me that way.
No!
It's finished, Bruno. But it won't get me. Alright, you filthy monster. Turn around and face me. I want to see the look in your eyes when you die. Come on, monster, die! Why won't you die? Die! Oh my God.
You can't kill a dead man, Ferret. And the man I was is most definitely dead. Maybe your rest is here now, Linda. Maybe we both will. Huh? It's Cable. That blasted fool.
You think? Hands high. You're under arrest for murder. And you're coming with me.
No, Cable, I'm afraid not. Much as I want to, I can't go with you. And Lord help me, I can't take you with me.
Come back here, you monster. Come back! Alright, monster. You got away from me this time, but we'll meet again. And next time there will be nobody to slug me with a shovel. Next time, I will get some answers. Do you hear me, monster? Do you hear me?
I hear you, Matt. But I have no answers to give. Dr. Alec Holland has all the answers. He was an intelligent man. But Alec Holland is dead. And in his place stands only a swamp thing.
There, my pets. It's the one we have spent years searching for. There is the one we must have. Fetch him, my pets. Bring him here to me.
Hey nerdians, thanks for watching our today's video. And hey, don't forget to like, comment and share our video as much as possible. And especially, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and keep us motivating to create more such awesome content for you guys. Lastly, if you want to remain up to date to the comic book world, then don't forget to check out our Facebook and Instagram pages. We post news and memes almost every day. I will add the links to the pages down in the description below.